Hello mga kasubs and welcome to the Sarsicles TV. You have me, Mark, and today we have another batch of videos for the week, March 22 and going forward. And we will kick things off with a tale or tales of Destinies. And this is from BABYMETAL as recommended by RoadRunner and KDTGrave. Maraming salamat sa inyo. And maraming salamat din to those who are not new to the channel for consistently supporting the Sarsicles TV despite the changes. And as you may have noticed, I'm actually multitasking because we will be listening and reacting to the video while I try to contain our princess, our baby here. So say hi, this is Posh, and she's about to turn 3 by this week. So she's a bit of a playful little girl. She likes to play bite and she likes to kiss, especially when you're sleeping and it's time for her to eat. So anyway, so for those who are new to the channel, what we are the way we do the reaction is we link and sync. So I do not post the video of the music or the band that we will be listening to. So for once we as I start playing the video, you won't really hear anything. So you have two options. Number one, you either switch windows and listen while I am listening. So if you're using double screen, good for you because you can just have me on one screen and then the video on the other. Or if you're using mobile, just open a new tab and go through the video first. But if you already listen to the video or watch the performance, you can also jump to the or slide that thingy and go directly to my reaction. I've also added the the timestamp in the description that you can click so that you can skip that part where I am listening and just go directly to my to the reaction section of this video. Okay, the link is also there in the description, so kindly open it now and let's give it a count and then we'll go from there. By the way, because I'm actually multitasking, I will be using keyboard, but instead I'll be using the traditional pen and paper to write down my discussion points. So it's quite interesting when you're actually babysitting while listening. Okay, so I hope you have the video ready, and let's start in 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of the video. It's interesting. So let's have a quick look. If you're hearing anything like chewing sounds, I apologize. So my beautiful daughter is actually chewing on my this plastic board, but at least she's being uh, you know, she's seated and she's not running around the bed. But okay, the intro is kind of interesting. It kind of gives me that that song by Queen, Flash Gordon vibe, that space effects, and other bands like Incubus. They have that kind of not spacey, but more of those guitar effects before you start the song. Even Prodigy kind of given me some hints of the group or the band. When the band started, the song sounded like a the one that you hear in video games. I don't remember. I don't know for sure, but for those who were born in the same period that I was born, if you remember that video game, in the family computer, B-Wings. So it's a plane that you get to change wings, and then the wings actually give you a different set of firepower. I'm not sure if it's that game or Star Force, wherein when you get a certain power up, the music of the game becomes exciting, and when that power fades, it goes back to the regular music. So this song kind of reminds me of that, of those games when you're powered up and you have a huge amount of some when you have different firepower, you get that music. So it gives me that vibe. So the speed, the melody coming out from the guitar, it's amazing. So stuff that I took note of that are very interesting. The song, it made it sound very, very progressive glam metal, something like that. 2 minutes, 48. I think the sound came from the guitar. It sounded like chirping birds. It's like it only ran for 2 seconds. It's like a sudden pause, and then it's like those chirp 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 coming from the guitar. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, if I misheard it, but if it came from a different instrument, but I'm pretty sure it was the guitar, because I think the effect that was used there was pretty much the same effect that was used in the first part of the ad-lib when the guitarist is doing the I don't know how to call it, that something, but you get the drift. Second thing that's interesting about the song is the 3 minute, somewhere around the 3:50. So pretty much the same segment as the first part. So the first part was the chirping bird, but then this time they also paused, and then that sound you hear in the movie. Typically when you enter a it's the old western setting, cowboy setting, and then you enter a salon or a bar, and then there's like someone playing the piano. So it's pretty much that kind of sound. And I like the choreography. It really matched the music. They look really cute and synchronized to it. So it was a good choice of routine, and interesting to put that in a metal, in this kind of genre, metal genre. It's quite nice. It's like refreshing. So I did mention this earlier. Interesting choice of effects by the lead part, because it sounded like the first part sounded like three guitarists, three lead guitarists playing about like a second ahead of each other. So like, let's say someone is playing similarly, three of them, and then the first person is ahead by 1 second, and then followed by the second one, and then another second of gap from the third one. So it's like something like it's like some sort of wave or a tail effect. So that's what kind of it, for me, that's my interpretation. Another analogy that I can think of is, if you remember the old days when Windows is kind of slow, and then when you move your mouse, it kind of creates several a tail because the mouse pointer is not really able to follow your movement, so it leaves several, several pointers, and then it starts, so it kind of creates like that, shadow or a tail effect because of the slowness. It's kind of like that. That's my analogy of the lead part, which is kind of cool because it matches the video game-ish sound, in my opinion. Lastly, I'd like to appreciate the video. I'm not sure if it was the person who uploaded it or if it was the content creator itself, the one who actually created the video, because there's an English translation, so it's easier to follow the performance because you can also read the direct translation as they are performing. So Tale of Destinies, I think it's pretty straightforward. That it talks about a person's or our path or our journey. That it doesn't have to be something that has been like planned. There's still a choice. Choice in terms of how you get there or where you get to, or the fact that in this journey you don't need to be alone. So there's always a choice. That's my interpretation. So I can be wrong. Let me know in the comments any additional facts or trivia that you have for me. Also, that basically concludes my my discussion. If you have any thoughts, please add in the comments. Any other baby metal song that you'd like me to listen to, put it down as well. Any other bands you'd like me to listen to, I'll give it a go. Also, please show some loving by clicking like, subscribe, and telling your family and friends about the Sarsicles TV. We are a couple of subscribers, I believe. Right now, we're like 7 subscribers or kasubs short from reaching 600 or from breaking the 600 subscriber barrier. So hopefully before the week ends, we reach that 700 subscriber mark. So that's pretty much it for me. You guys stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.